So g'day, here I am at the end of Ashley Road, and at the end of it we have a park. It's a nice tarred surface, so it's a Plenty Gorge Park, in which a lot of housing in Australia borders national parks. So let's focus in. So that's the actual park, and we have wild deer. So they are shooting, so they're culling deer or murdering, whichever one you want to know. Here's a borderline of someone's property. It's all fenced off. And there's someone's house over there. Beautiful. So here we also have more borders. So this is a typical Australian country. It's not really a town, just properties dotted all over the place. So farms, and down there we have some horses. So these are more stables. And on this road they have 5 catteries. So with dogs, you can probably hear them that way, dogs barking. So with dogs and cats are housed while people go away. And you can see, people horse riding down there, which is also a popular thing in Australia. So that's good. Horse riding. Yummy, yummy horse. So delicious. Goes with black bean sauce. Actually, no, I prefer to eat it the French way. So here's a property. Obviously someone's farms down there. And I'm not too sure. Attentional riders. Okay. I can't read it. I need to get closer. So you can actually ride horses around here. And these are large properties which they're probably at least 30 to 40 years old. That one looks pretty old. The fencing's probably 10 to 20 based on the colour of the wood. And here we have pretty much horse stables. So a lot of these would be rented out to people who have horses, and there's quite a few. And we've got horse floats down there, and there's a horse. You can see its ass. So a lot of people still like to have horses in Australia, like around the world. They'll probably never disappear. Although we don't use them for transport, people just use them for enjoyment. You can't really use horses for anything else these days, apart from entertainment. So they're not a food source in Australia. We don't eat them, and we don't pretty much. That's interesting. There is a parkland as well. Yeah, we eat cows, beef and all that, but that's about it. Okay, so I forgot to record. Damn. So here we have what I, based on the way it is most of this is probably artificial regrowth, just planting. Then we have some extensions in which this is all natural growth, probably from seed or tubers, as well as over here. And these are eucalypts, probably been here for about 40-50 years. And we've got some regrowth over there as well. And also, so I was talking about the actual flora and fauna of Australia. There's a thing called the Wallace Line in Indonesia, which separates, listen to frog, the species that occur in Australia and New Guinea from those that come from Southeast Asia, so the mainland, which they're totally different. There is some interchange, but not that much. It's probably because of a deep trench which prevents the actual movement of plants and animals. Now bats and birds are a bit different, they can just fly over it, but even then it depends on the local conditions. like all kangaroo shit. Looks pretty fresh. There's a lot of kangaroos over there. Okay, so here we have an old forest in which we do have regrowth, and if you want to identify any of these plants, you can go to one of the beautiful apps that occur. You just take a photo. Obviously I'd like a leaf. This one's a bit too high, and you upload various parts of the plant. Leaf, I think it's mainly the leaf, bark, flowers, and they're mainly it, and fruit. So as you can see, this is heavily grazed, probably by kangaroos as well as rabbits. So I don't see that much rabbit shit here, but I've seen some as I was coming down. So it's going to be hard for this to actually regrow unless we get rid of all the animals, which we don't want to do that. Okay, and it's going, looks like it's going to rain, so I better go back. I'm not going down anymore. The Plenty River is down that way. Oh, beautiful. Actually, I just want to walk around here for hours, but my wife's sitting in the car. Can't leave her there, she gets a bit scared. So we'll just explore this a little bit and then we'll go back. Okay, so maybe I should make this a YouTube bushwalking channel. That would be great. And I didn't bring my gimbal, so this is a bit shaky. I'll shut up while we just go through here. Nice regrowth of that. So they're starting to get some wattles in here. Obviously this used to be a farmland, so it's heavily degraded. That's about it. Tree's been dead a few months. Okay, a little bit about geography. We have a hill. So in Australia we categorise hills as anything under 300 metres, anything over is a mountain. From a plain or even sea level, depending where you are. So, and then we have a little gully, which is a start of a valley, and we have the main valley down there, Plenty River. This is a clearway, so probably an access point for cars. So here we have a track used by government vehicles. And we have these dams everywhere. These would be for bushfires. So there's a dam over there. So that's why if you go to a national park, you'll find these dams everywhere. It's for, if there's a bushfire here, fire trucks can come and fill up their water. And here we have another bottle brush. This looks like a paper bark. Why? Well, paper looks like bark. And I don't think these are native to the area. But the Whittlesea Council uses these as ornamental plants on the side of roads. Okay. Looks like a manna gum. Now, I'm not an expert in eucalyptus, but it's manna gum because it has a lot of shedding bark up here, and the actual bark is quite smooth. Oh, this wattle's pretty vigorous. I've never seen a wattle like that. Hope it survives. Okay, so here, she oak. Beautiful plant, she oak. There's no fruit on it. Oh, there's some up there. Oh no, that's from the eucalyptus. So these are actually branches. The leaves are quite small. Here's the fruit. Looks like a pine cone. These are pretty common. So this is a she oak, little she oak forest regrowth. So you would have had probably a few plantings, and most of that's just regrowth from seeds. And the younger ones seem to be eaten quite readily. So it's quite cold today. I think it's only 12 degrees. So it's a typical Australian, well, Victorian winter. Southern Victorian, should I say. Go up to Mildura, it gets a bit warmer, probably 15. Never been up there though. Okay, so this will be classed as an Icelandic summer. You know, you go to Iceland, you're probably even freezing, or you're frozen. Don't know which one it is. And ooh, look at that! Someone has built structure. So it looks like they tried to construct like this teepee design. This is, yeah, not really good for living in. Where can you sleep? Pretty basic. This is more like a housing structure. So just some people having a bit of fun. This is not really going to protect you. This wood's too riddled with termite. Termites have been having a good day at that. And even that tree is stuffed. There's another one over here. So obviously these people need to learn just a little bit how to construct housing out of plants. But give it a go. Why not? kangaroo shit. And this will be a kangaroo track. So kangaroos do like to travel a well-known path. Street sign, so the exit's just up there. Obviously, someone's done this. Got a plant in the middle, it's obviously dead. Eucalyptus, but oh well. And I can see signs that this is starting to regrow. Oh, kangaroos. You're just staring at me. There you go. There's lots of kangaroos here. Most of them are female. They all look female. There's probably young males there, but I don't see. Can't tell the difference. Crows. Lots of birds. Lots of Cassinia regrowth. And I see, as I'm getting up the hill, I can see a lot of the actual Silurian siltstone rock. So indicating that the soils are getting a bit thinner. And here we have a smaller fantail. And that's basically it, the exit, and there's the house again. So, that was my little shit talk for today. This is a nice place to visit. We spoke to actually one of the owners before. Very nice guy. But obviously, if there's people coming around here looking at their property, they'll probably get a bit suspicious. But, you know, you just tell them what you're doing. Most of them have no problem with it. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you and have an awesome bushwalking time.